That's what you think.
That's what I know. I know you're lying now.
Do you though?
I do.
Because there's a small question in the back of your brain that's like, maybe.
No
maybe
question
she
was
has.
not even kinda. Not even kinda. Like I know for a fact.
Manscapes.
Yeah.
Well, except for that one bin, apparently.
Yeah.
I missed this whole ass patch on the side of
Yeah.
my leg and didn't realize it till I was sitting in the truck, and I said, "Good God, I've missed this for like a few days." Like, it wasn't even
like, nah.
It wasn't even like a day.
Don't
It was
even
like a
shave me.
few days. I was like, "That's weird. How do you keep missing that?" But
mean-
because I'm fat and I got fat ass thighs and it's a lot to shave.
Sometimes you just get a little sidetracked. Like, shaving's boring.
Yeah, I still have to do
It's
it
an
every
event.
day. It
I can
is
barely
an
hear
event.
you, Esther.
Huh?
Is
Oh,
your mic in the right spot?
I don't know.
think it is. No.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is. You're talking into the backside.
Man.
That's the way you like it. That's what Dan said. That's why you ain't never. He said, "I know that for a fact."
Beesh.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
It is pop culture dive. We're going to dive into the evolution of zombie.
I'm very interested in this because I really, when I don't think of evolution and zombie together. Like, to me, I didn't realize there was one. I thought you like died and then just zombie. Like,
Just how zombie and movies have changed.
okay, I'm excited about that. then.
So zombie wasn't really a like mainstream type thing back in the 1930s because God, what the fuck was
Yeah.
other than rampant racism,
Oh
but
man.
it is America.
You know, it's back in those days. That's when everything just made sense. You know. Yeah, I look back on those days
Listen,
of fond
Denny
memories.
from Chicago. I need you to
Sammy.
do a little better. I
Timmy will
need
never
you
change.
to get just a smidge educated, please.
Listen. You know, I like what I like. I don't like what I don't like. You know, it's just me. I'm American. I pay my taxes.
Thank you, Denny,
Just want to
for
watch the
your
Blackhawks.
substantial contribution to society. We're all so
Pay
grateful.
taxes. Thank you. So from the 1930s to the 1950s, zombie movies were like heavily off of the Haitian voodoo.
Oh my
Word
god.
Yeah,
zombie.
okay, so I do remember this part.
So,
Somewhat.
of course, well, in West Africa, they do practice voodoo. It's not like VOODOO. That's the like Haitian
Okay.
Americanized type thing, but there is a religion based off of it. But of course, because of the transatlantic slave trade, a lot of those people were moved down. Well, not really moved down, were captured and forced to go down to Haiti and other Caribbean islands. And they brought their culture, mixed it in with the French white culture of, unfortunately, their masters. And then it kind of, when it came to America, it was then again changed and transformed through the Creole. The French Creole thing.
Okay.
So, but a lot of those movies were based off of that zombie, and that zombie from the voodoo is where you bring somebody back from the dead through magic, and they are basically mindless. They can't talk, and they're under your control.
Wait, I have a very important question for all of us. So,
Okay.
all right, let's say you had that power, that magic.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you bring back? Because they can't talk and they're mindless.
Yeah, they're
So I
completely
really
under your
just
control.
I need someone who's Elvis. Now, is it really bringing Elvis back? Like, because
Would
wasn't
you
he
bring him
kind of
back? Well,
Hell
what would
yes.
Elvis
Let me
do
tell
for
you what.
you?
everything? If I brought back real life Elvis and then
Oh,
just
make
dubbed
him
his shit,
into a
hell
money.
yes, I am gonna use the hell out of my zombie. Like, I'm gonna get rich and then I'm gonna kill him again. Like,
I've lived a life that's full.
But he can't even sing. They can't talk.
did you? I'm gonna make it seem like that.
You're
I got
gonna
a
do
whole
like
ass
a
plan.
recording
Yes.
underneath them. Oh my
Yes.
god.
It's gonna be Rachel doing the voice. She's like, "Oh, I'm the king, don't you know? Go get a doll."
Like, it sounds different. Well, death does that to you.
Oh my
Have you ever
God.
died and come back? No. Death does that, okay?
Death does that.
Don't. And that's gonna literally be my thing. They'll be
It's
like,
like,
I see your
does
mouth
that.
moving,
Death
and I'll be
gives
like,
you a
why are you
Midwestern
staring at me? Elvis is telling you something.
Right there. Well, he'd be
Telling you.
only bones. Like, you'd have to really recreate a whole thing, a whole body.
I'm already working on it.
Oh my gosh. Well, watch out for zombie Elvis soon in Rachel's head. So the first movie, mainstream type, was White Zombie.
Really?
1932.
I thought it had to have been Night of the Living Dead, but that
well,
was in
that's a
1936.
different. Yeah, that
Okay.
not 36, but
Was it?
60 in the 60s.
It
But this
felt
is like
that
before.
Okay, that's cool. I want to
Um,
check this out. Did you check it out?
Oh yeah, it's on Tubi.
Is it awful?
Pretty
Pretty much. Okay.
I didn't watch it. I just like
I've
flipped
seen
through
it
it,
before.
but
It's
it's
pretty bad.
it's you
Okay.
know, it's black and white and
White zombie?
oh,
Why
it's
is it gotta
very
be a
racist
white zombie?
because it's a white
Oh.
master. Let me get to
Oh.
this.
Okay, sorry.
And one
It
of my
starred-
favorite bands from the mid '90s, White Zombie.
White Zombie, yeah. So it starred
some
movie
bangers.
icon Bela Lugosi,
Bela Lugosi.
who was Dracula, most famous for
Really?
Dracula.
Oh, now I know which one it
Mhm.
is. Okay.
So he was the white
zombie.
slave master
Oh, that's
that was bringing.
Yes.
He brought slaves to his sugarcane plantation,
Like you
and they
do.
were just out there working
Can
because
I
it's the
just-
30s.
Can I just note something really quick though?
Mm-hmm.
The Civil War ended in 1865.
Yeah, 64.
So how many years is that? What, 70 fucking years? And people are still like, seriously, we're still doing it.
Well,
Get the
I mean, it
fuck
was
This was
over
only
it.
Jim-
70
this
years.
was
I know,
Jim
but
Crow
like,
era.
It is, but at the same token, fuck, people, seriously, evolve.
Yeah.
Fucking evolve. It's not that hard. Sorry.
So homeboy of course, you know, he had the magic to control people. So a dude who was jilted by by a girl he loved, quote
Who
unquote.
probably didn't love him because he
Yeah.
was an awful, tragic fuck. But
he
okay.
seeks him out and devises a plan that he's gonna bring he's gonna kill homegirl, bring her back,
Wow.
and be mind controlled into loving homeboy.
This is all sorts of abusive behavior. And like,
Yeah.
yep, makes sense. Okay.
But actually,
does she kill him
he
instead?
falls in love with her.
Oh.
Oh.
What
Yeah.
a twist.
What a twist! So, but she was actually already married. So her new husband comes up and busts shit down. So,
Like you do.
like you
Yeah.
do. Yeah, I mean, you weren't meant to have her.
No.
No means no.
No means no.
Exactly. Consent.
Consent.
An old pimp told me women either run from it or they run to it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Boom.
Just got to keep your game strong.
And then in the 1930s, she
trimmed.
would have been like, I guess perfect. You know, she couldn't talk. She just mindlessly loved homeboy. That's
Yeah.
what they liked back then.
Yeah.
A woman
I'm
with
sorry.
no
You said
with
back
no
then.
freedoms.
You said
Well,
back
yeah,
then.
they
There's
still
a
do
whole
that.
group of men who want just a pretty thing who's
Well,
mindless and gonna take. Man, it's hard out there, isn't it, for guys? Oh man, that's
So
so,
hard.
sad. We got burned.
That's horrible. I like a little spice. Maybe that's the
You do.
masochist.
You like a hard time.
Maybe that's the masochist in me.
Very hard.
You know what it is? It's like I grew up with very opinionated women, very like strong-willed women, but very feminine women. Like
Right.
they were still very feminine, but very strong-willed, and they had their own opinions. And so it's like I just expect a woman to be like that because
Right.
that's all the women I grew up with.
I think that's amazing
Yeah.
because a lot of dudes don't grow up like that, and so
Exactly.
they expect a whole lot different.
Yeah.
And then when
And
they
I
get
had-
married to someone who might be
Yeah.
like that, whoa, shit,
Yeah.
that
I
is
had-
hard work.
I had a very special upbringing because I had very strong, opinionated feminine women, and I had very strong, opinionated masculine men, and it was never never a conflict between the two.
Really?
That's
what it
should
So
be.
mine was completely opposite. I grew up with very strong, opinionated like women and men who had the strong opinion, but they was like their goal was to like win over the women no matter what. And so that is just a jacked up
No,
situation.
there was always a partnership, no matter what. And like my mom never made my dad feel like less than a man. She always made him feel like a man and always treated like a man.
Yeah, that's important.
And he always treated her like a woman.
And that, I'm not gonna lie, like that is a difficult thing for me sometimes because like I have to play a masculine role sometimes, so I'm just in there like
Rachel likes
whipping
to win.
bitches into shape. And yeah, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. We saw it another way. All right,
But yeah, we went off on a tangent.
we're getting it back together.
And then a couple other movies. I Walked with a Zombie, where a nurse comes and takes care of another plantation owner's wife. And then she falls in love with the plantation owner and thinks that the best thing would be to turn the wife into a zombie.
Okay.
Polygamy.
So she'd actually be living,
I love all
I guess.
these old
I don't
ass
know.
white men making these movies about their lost
Right,
childhood
exactly.
dreams and shit. Polygamy,
Polygamy,
like what is?
please.
Oh, God.
And then Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Saw that one too. I see a lot of
You
bad
saw that
movies.
one?
Yeah.
That was the top bad movie because there's
Ever?
a lot of well, one of them, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's one of
wow.
them.
It's
up
pretty
there.
bad. Like not even just screenwriting, but actual filming. There's a lot of mistakes that
Lots.
you can like point out. It's not if you saw it, then you saw it, but like you could just be like, yeah, that shit was bad.
It's a fun watch. Pour yourself a glass of
All
wine,
right.
roll you up something. and
Yeah, that's
watch
when
it.
aliens come and resurrect the undead, which is frightening. It's like who do you fight, the aliens or the undead first? Like who comes first?
Do the undead, are they trying to kill you or could they kill the aliens?
Yeah, they're trying
too?
to take over the Earth.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
And there's
You gotta kill
there's
both.
a lot of undead.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
there's way more undead than there are alive. So
That would be
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hope to be an undead at some point
Right.
because like this seems like way too much work, man.
just let me be dead by the time this happens.
Exactly.
So then the 1960s through the 1990s is the Romero era.
Yep.
George A. Romero
Dope.
came out with Night of the Living Dead, 1968. Where he reinvented the zombie. So we're moving away from the voodoo practice, moving away from this because there wasn't any flesh eaters. Like zombies in the voodoo sense is just mindless
They're just
slaves.
like goons. They're
Yeah.
like just goons.
So,
That's the
but
best way. Good job.
Just a goon.
just a goon. But he actually in his movies until the third one doesn't say zombie. They call them ghouls or those things over there.
Oh,
Ghouls.
I can't. That was a ghoul. Ghouls are creepy, dude. I would never want to run into
Ghouls
them.
are
They're just
creepy.
they're like used car salesmen in like ghost form, basically.
Yeah.
You're just like,
Exactly.
stuff it.
Would you like a Dodge?
Like, fuck, no.
Yeah.
But he created, of course, the slow walking zombie, the groaning, the flesh eating, the cannibalism,
Yeah, that part
their
was
fear of
crazy.
fire, and also the headshots. Go for the heads only.
What if you actually have to kill a zombie in real life, if there were some, by spearing them in the belly button? what if
Gotta get
everyone
one.
is
A
wrong and they're
so
trying to do
specific
all that? But, well, you
Just-
know, get them in the head. Like, so we've seen on The Walking Dead where some of them are just a half a head. Just maybe it's a belly button shot. Maybe that's the real
The
trick.
belly button.
Everyone's keeping
Get
it
you
a
in the
secret.
stomach.
Because it feels weird. And they're like, what? And then
Yeah,
they just-
exactly. And then they
they
just
just
fuck
die.
and they forget to zombie and they just like just like
fall
that.
That
apart.
would be weird. Just head or belly button, your choice.
Yeah.
The left
Head
armpit.
first, though, just in case.
Yeah, I would do that.
You can't live without a belly button.
Yes, you can. I was like, yeah, yes, you
No,
can.
no. That's just science.
Then you have Return of the Living Dead,
One of my
1985. Yeah,
Oh my god.
where they bring in chemical zombies.
Though that was a wild fucking
That
movie.
was. And these zombies are actually fast. Like they run after
Yeah.
you instead of the slow. Meh. They're like trying to
don't
get
like
at you.
The fast zombies, I am completely fucked. The slow ones,
Yeah.
I'm probably fuked too. But
Right?
like, I at
I have
least
a
feel like
chance.
I have a chance. The fast zombies, Game over.
And then these zombies actually spoke, like they
Word.
had intelligence because it was like chemical issues. So like
They
a
were
whole
radiated.
zombie, yeah.
I fucking love
something.
that movie. I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch
I know
this
you
when
do.
watch it when this is over.
I like that movie too. So of course, and they also brought where you have to like destroy the brain completely because
Yeah.
even when a hand was cut off, it was still moving around because whatever
Oh
body
wow,
it was
they,
attached
this
to
was
still had its
extra.
brain
So they
going.
talked. They had like cousin it as a homie. Like this is insane.
And
Yeah.
it's one of the greatest performances from Joanna Man himself, Miguel
Oh my
Nunez.
god,
Oh,
yeah,
He's
yes.
amazing in that
He's really
fucking
good
movie.
in that movie.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then titties,
Yeah, tons of titties.
That was
They
the
did
80s.
you right. They did you right.
80s
They did
in
you
a
right.
horror movie. There's always titties. in
Titties.
it.
Yeah.
So the 2000s from to now, of course, 28 days later,
That was one of my
2002,
faves.
was the rage virus. So it's not just a chemical thing.
Yeah, that one.
It was a
crazy.
manufactured weapon type thing. Well, it wasn't really even a bio. It was just a research project that got out. But again, they had the fast zombies because they were driven by rage and you bite, and that's how the infection spreads.
Sometimes I feel like a zombie in real life.
Yeah.
Could
That's
I be
true.
one? Off
Maybe.
with my head.
But
The
they
slow
were
one.
but they were British
And they-
zombies.
Wait,
They're
hold on. You just
A slow one.
a slow,
Oh,
I'm a
yeah,
slow
because
zombie.
you're like-
Esther just threw like the slickest burn in there and just kind of walked right past
That's how
it.
I feel, like a
I
slow
want
zombie. I'm just like,
brains.
brains. And these zombies were like aggressive because of
Yeah.
the rage virus. So they're strong. They're super strong. They're not like the Night of the Living Dead where they're just like out there running, like they're out there grabbing.
But they were British zombies,
you
so
up.
they were very polite. It's
They're
like,
like,
pardon me, may I have a taste of your brain for tea?
That would have been funny.
That was just a delightful
I just
brain
want
today.
a little bit of your brain with my tea.
With my Earl Grey, just a little brain. It's delightful.
I can't.
That would have been funny.
I
They should have
cannot.
had that.
Spreading it over scones.
Ew.
Brain over scone.
Like it's pate.
Yeah.
Then Resident Evil comes out, and it's
Love
like
that.
a corporation. This is the bioweapon
Yeah.
spreading, and but the virus isn't only for humans. They do it for animals also, as we see like the dogs, and then it
Ugh.
progresses into those weird like winged things.
Yeah,
and
those things were messing
other
me up.
crazy things, and you can be immune to it, and that in return gives you like fucking superpowers and shit, like Alice and Wesker.
Mm-hmm.
Wesker with that fucking fast shit. Ugh,
Ugh.
I hated fighting him in the video games.
It was the worst.
It was
Yeah.
the worst.
It was so unfair.
It was such a headache. It was like 3 times, and it was
Yeah.
like, bro, come on, man.
And then when you
Just
finally beat
die.
him, you're like, what?
All right,
Yeah.
it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's
a letdown.
Yeah, it's a 100% letdown.
It's all about the fight, Theon.
You know the scariest thing about the Resident Evil movies?
What's that?
Mila Jovovich's acting. Oh, burn for no reason.
so stupid.
Damn.
Steph Curry pulling up from 30, and it's good.
I mean,
yes.
all the acting.
Yeah, it's
in
all pretty bad.
all
Yeah,
those movies.
They are.
They
Especially
were
the
so
first
bad.
few, they were really
The second
bad.
movie, I can't watch it to this day. I can't do
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2.
And she loves Resident Evil. She does.
Can't do 2. Like they fucked up Nemesis. Like his
Yeah.
character was so bad. Like what in the world? But anyways,
Send Esther Resident Evil stuff for her birthday. I'm putting that on the universe.
oh thank
I
you.
love it.
Put it out there.
Yeah.
And then lastly, The Walking Dead. Got to talk about the evolution of a zombie through The Walking
they
Dead.
did it. I think if you're going to talk about evolution of a zombie, like as you watch as they
Mm-hmm.
progress and really evolve within their environment, I think they
Mm-hmm.
really have nailed that piece.
Yeah.
Like the writers on that are so creative.
And the scariest thing is that from the 2000s to now is like it could happen. Like
Yeah,
you
it
can
totally
really
could happen.
see
Yeah, it could
yourself
happen.
in that. And it's like it's not just a fantasy or some magic. It's like some bioweapon shit can go out.
2020 was damn near a zombie apocalypse
No
without
shit.
the zombies.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Or in The Walking Dead, everyone's infected.
Yeah.
So
Like
even
COVID.
when you die, you don't have to be bit or scratched. Like, you will reanimate.
I think that was one of the most fucked up parts when they realized that, because I was like, dude, if something happened to my kid and I had to kill my kid twice, or my kid had to kill me twice, that is so fucked up, dude.
Who couldn't you kill? Who couldn't, like, who's the one person where it's just like, I can't do this, someone else has to do
Well,
this?
it's definitely gonna be one of my kids.
Yeah.
But I could kill pretty much any other relative and be okay with it. Just so everyone is aware.
Just to make you clatter. I
clatter.
don't think I would be able to kill you. That would be
I
very
couldn't kill
sad.
you either. I want to get bitten so we can be
I'd
zombies
keep you
together.
like Michonne.
Esther, I seriously would have a hard time killing you. I think because
Thank
I
you.
think you would just be like the cutest little chomper, and I'd probably want to keep you around. I'd be
You
so
keep me on a
sad.
chain.
Theon, I'd have
Like
to kill you.
Michonne.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
because I think if you evolved and got intelligence,
Those
you
brains,
would annoy,
yeah.
yes, you would annoy the hell out of me with random zombie like facts.
You know, zombies don't actually eat brains.
Exactly. We're
like,
actually
wow.
looking for the fat in between the brains. It's what makes us faster.
A lot of people
and
don't
I'd
know
be
that.
like,
Why
oh
don't?
my
Why am I
God.
doing that voice for myself?
I don't know.
I don't know,
Is
but
that
I
your
love that
zombie
you did
voice?
that.
I sound like me. Like I can just say it and it will be accurate.
Correct.
And those zombies don't need to feed to
Yeah.
stay alive, because I mean, they're
Yeah, that
zombies
was,
with half,
like-
like you said, half
Yeah.
the body.
Well,
And but
okay.
there's that desire because they're driven because of the
By the
virus. They're
brain.
driven to like feed, like munch, because they can't actually digest anything. Like it's not for anything.
So what the hell happens to that then? I feel like they need another evolution. So when you got the big munchers, they get big. They get big as shit, and like then they are just like super, and they're that much harder to kill.
Yeah,
like
like,
you
yeah,
know how
like-
like they've add the fat zombies in like
Yeah.
zombie games and shit. Yeah,
Oh,
we
man,
need a
yeah.
fat zombie.
What
a fat
happens to
zombie.
them after they finish
Exactly.
eating? Do they become more like docile? Do they like relax a little bit after they had a big feeding?
But here's my thing: you just ate brains. I know
Yeah.
your body isn't working, but like, where the hell did it go? Is
Are
it
you
stuffed in you?
It's just
You're not shitting.
chilling,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, do they-
is there zombie shits? Is that how they're tracking them next? I don't understand.
You
I
just
feel like
walk
we
in
could
and then-
evolve this all the
It's
way.
just like
Keep
you just
squishing
slip
it.
onto
Like
some
Kim
zombie
zombie
Man,
shit.
shit.
zombie. Fuck! Watch out for all this. And then at some point, certain parts of the world are just being coated with zombie shit.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Treacherous.
Yeah, go. And then the zombies, of course, can't see, but like their scent and hearing is elevated.
Yeah.
So you may like, and when they're not being engaged, they're just literally standing there. Like they could be like kind of swaying or doing something like just
Zombie-ish.
Yeah, but like until they hear or smell something, they're just gonna be standing there. But as soon as they hear or smell something, it's fucking on.
That's like me most days.
Well, yeah.
I was like,
Are we
Cookies?
just all zombies?
Oh,
Well, and I
maybe.
snap around anytime I hear something.
Right.
Like, no, what?
Just what happened?
yeah.
And then the horde zombies, like how there's like one or two zombies, it's okay, but once the horde comes,
Oh.
Dude, it's
you
all
be
over.
fucked.
Okay, but hold on. We missed World War Z zombies because I feel like in World War Z, they were on like crack speed. Like they were.
It was almost like, yeah.
And what I didn't understand also, why have we not evolved? All right, so in Walking Dead, they're starting to finally get armor and shit. But I'm not going to lie. When Brad Pitt wrapped those magazines around his arm, I thought, that is the smartest motherfucker I know. Like, I don't know if I would have covered myself with but if you had
Yeah.
a phone book, that's a lot of coverage.
I did forget about that zombie. I read the book. I like the book so much better than
Oh,
that
me
movie.
too.
But because those zombies, he figured out that they won't bite you if you're sick.
Right.
I did forget about that. That's actually a really interesting like cue into that. Like if you're like that kid had cancer or something like that and he saw all the zombies run by him like gross and he was like, wait,
Yeah.
what?
So I have a question now, just from what we were talking about. Zombies see Brad Pitt and Steve Buscemi. One zombie.
They're eating
Which
Steve
one?
Buscemi.
do they- Do they want like a
Do
handsome
they
person?
want to, like, does the flesh taste
Well,
better?
I don't know. I think they might go after Brad Pitt if
'Cause
it's
he's over
a
there-
figure thing. Because, I think he's got more meat on him.
And he's
than
looking like a whole
Steve Buscemi.
snack over
Oh,
there.
they can't
Yeah.
really see though.
Yeah, but
No,
who do you
then
pick?
he's going after Steve Buscemi. He
'Cause
doesn't
he's-
have an ability to be
I
quiet,
feel
I
like
think.
Steve Buscemi somehow smells
He probably
because
smells
he's
more human
older.
than.
Yeah,
But Brad Pitt looks like one of those super handsome dudes that might
What do
not
you
like
think he
like
smells
bathe all the time.
no.
I bet Brad Pitt smells
He
like
smells a bit
man.
like shoe.
I bet he smells like man.
I think Steve Buscemi might smell a bit like shoe and cologne.
Steve Buscemi's
Like a
probably smells
polish.
amazing.
You
He
think
probably
so?
smells really good because I'll tell you
'Cause
why.
He's got to make up for
Yeah,
it.
right. So
Oh.
like when you
I
see,
bet he does probably smell good. Brad Pitt probably smells like
he probably
ass.
smells horrible. But you're still going there with Brad Pitt because he's fucking Brad Pitt.
I mean, he just doesn't. He probably doesn't
don't
over apply.
Brad Pitt right after the gym, balls on 10. You still cuddling up with Brad
Listen,
Pitt.
I'd be like, let's do it outside, and I'd hit him with that hose real quick. I like this type of shit. Yeah.
You don't want to jinx it, so you're like, all right, let's do it.
Let's do
go and
it.
do
This is 1 in a million chance.
I would do it.
I just want to breathe through my
That's
nose.
interesting because it'd have to be whoever smelled.
Yeah, I
Because if
think
they were just completely still, it's like whoever smelled more.
yeah, Brad Pitt
or
probably smells
whoever
good.
gives
Humanish.
off the biggest asshole aura. So I think that you can pick that up. That's like a vibe.
Yeah.
I think
get a
think
lot of-
Brad
Might be a
Pitt
wash.
Might be a
I don't
wash,
know.
I agree.
Oh, probably maybe.
Yeah. He seems like he's probably a cool dude, but
I bet he's got a huge pricky attitude in him though, for real. Because I think he's had to earn he is not the standard, movie star.
He's
when you
lived
think
in a
about it.
bubble his entire life, though.
Yeah.
So there's probably some shit he says that's like, yo, Brad, you probably shouldn't be saying that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Chill out, man.
But you won't
Yeah.
tell him because he's fucking Brad Pitt and he's gorgeous, so you
Maybe
leave it alone.
we should all just start doing that though. It doesn't fucking matter. If the Pope says something crazy AF, I'll just be like, yo, dog, that was not cool. I did not appreciate that. I just need to let you
It's
know.
it's
bro.
hard for people to confront beautiful people.
I think that's the service Esther and I can offer.
Just
I
tell
will
beautiful
always
people
play
what's
the
up.
bad guy. Yeah.
Tell 'em.
You think you're hot, but really you're a bitch and you don't tip enough. Sorry. And then you just walk the fuck away
Walk off.
and just leave them
Let 'em
blasted.
eat
Because
that.
honestly, they're going to always remember that shit. I think from now on, when people meet celebrities, they should insult the shit out of them. Because it will always be memorable. Don't fangirl. Don't fanboy. Just be like a
like,
hater.
yeah.
The biggest hater and just roast the fuck out of them. You'll at least they'll always remember you. They'll tell a story maybe on a TV show about you.
People always remember
The fucked up
the
hater
fucked up
ones.
stuff,
That's
yeah.
why I watch
Even-
mean tweets and shit like that all
yeah,
the time.
they get a bunch of compliments. So that one means thing, it's like, what?
Whenever I used to go on dates, I would punch the girl in the arm so that she always remembered me.
So Thea didn't go on many dates. That's what we've learned from this story.
No, I interview well, so I interview well, so I go on a lot of
If
dates,
you
but
punch
there's not a
me
lot
in
of
the
second
arm,
dates.
you are very likely did you ever all right, so let's just play this if you actually did punch someone, because I actually don't believe that.
You don't believe that?
But what
I
if
punched
let's say
Esther in the
you
arm.
did you get surprised with that 1-2 uppercut? Because I
No,
might hit you with
never.
that shit. Because if I get punched out of nowhere, that is my usual response. I
Did
got
you?
a 2-point
Yeah, I did.
combo.
Something you need to know about me, Rachel, that you might not know. I am fucking charming.
That is
So
true.
it's
Leon,
like-
I do believe that you are charming. I really do believe that, when you are courting a girl, you are definitely
Oh
charming.
man,
I
I'm
know.
the best. I'm the
I
fucking
believe
best.
that. I probably would still punch you back though, because I am not charming, and I think you need to know that. I might not be the type of girl you bring home to mom.
If you could be a zombie in any of the zombie universes, what zombie universe would you want to be a zombie? Out of all the movies that Esther named.
I'd want to be a Resident Evil zombie.
Because you might get a
Yeah.
superpower.
I might get a super. I might be immune.
I'm literally with Esther, and if not, my backup I think is a World War Z zombie, because I've never moved fast in my life, so maybe that would feel different.
You just be like, yes, just
What
Naruto
if-
running.
Hold on though, if you're slow in real life and you still get super speed when you're a zombie, but are you still one of the
Are you
slowest
still the
super
slowest?
One of the
zombies?
slowest
Yeah. Damn.
You can't be in a pack. Like, you have to go out by yourself.
Right? And they'll be like, why is she wandering off? They're like, because she's slow.
Because that bitch can't ever get something to eat. Nah.
Yep.
I would be
Eat
Return of
her.
the Living Dead zombie because I like titties.
So there's just what?
All the other zombies are like
You just
eating
think-
brains. I'm just like,
You're staring. You're watching a movie,
yeah, just
watching titties and
touching
eating.
titties.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, that'll be interesting. They're it's gonna feel like, ooh, they want me to tickle them, but in your zombie brain, they are like trying to escape your creepy fucking man.
All the
It's
other
gonna be a
zombies hate
chase.
me. There's like, I don't like going out with Theon, man. He doesn't like brains. He just wants to see
He
titties.
stares at everybody's titties. Like,
Eats
And
oh my
then,
salad.
and our prey leaves because he's fondling them. You're always fucking up the hunt, Theon.
He always wants French fries or potato chips and then like titties. It's like, no, brains, dude. We want
like brains. That's our main goal, bro. Like titties. You'd be that one zombie. It's like everybody says brains and then be like titties.
Titties. It's like brains.
Titties.
I want that zombie.
Be like, wait, what?
You want to eat them? No.
I mean,
See
that's
'em.
like if I knew the breed of zombie.
Show me your tits. Be like, wait,
seriously,
what?
I could deal with if the world turned into zombies like that. I think I could deal with
Yeah.
that.
I just come by once a night, just knock on the door. Titties. You come to the
Just
door,
open a window.
flash them,
Just
and I'm
go.
like, thank you. And then I walk away.
Listen, I don't hate the zombie.
That would totally be Theon zombie.
Yeah.
What happens though if you know somebody's got titties and they didn't show you?
Yeah, are you gonna eat them then? Is that their punishment?
Yeah, I'll eat them. I'll just go ahead
Oh,
and eat
so
'em.
everybody,
Or
it's only gonna take
I
like
won't
2.
eat them. I'll tell the other zombies where they live, and then all the other zombies.
That's how he's gonna make good because
Yeah,
he's fucking
he's
up
like,
the
yeah.
hunt.
He's like,
Yeah.
I won't fuck you up, but my friends will.
If you don't want zombies showing up,
show me them,
you gotta plop them out.
Damn,
is
you're such an
ridiculous.
aggressive.
That is
zombie.
pretty aggressive. I
Oh my
wouldn't do
God.
that. I wouldn't do that. I don't want titties that I didn't earn. Like, show me
Well,
titties because you want to show me titties.
That's
show me
what your
titties because-
zombie would say. Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't think anybody wants to show a zombie. Oh, well, I guess. I mean, you can't really.
I'll have
see
to be
it.
a charming zombie.
Sometimes
Charming
I show up with
zombie.
like
Oh my
candies
God.
and flowers,
Oh,
listen to their problems, talk about their day, and then it's like, titties? That is so interesting.
titties.
You're
this
so
is
right.
like that stupid love story where the 2 zombies fell in love. What was that? First
Oh my
bite
God.
or some shit like that?
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
That was pretty awful too. All right.
That was pretty bad. But I wonder what if there's a reinvention of zombie, where could we go from here?
Oh man.
What has not been done yet?
Zombie sharks.
I
Have
mean,
you done that?
zombies.
Yeah, right? No.
Was
Well,
it
yeah,
zombie
kind of.
sharks?
Sharknado.
Yeah.
Is that not zombie shark? I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I guess zombies
either.
that are like addicted to like some sort of like app or like social media platform.
We already
and it
have
tells
those.
them what to do.
That
What
we already
if-
have that. Hey,
Do we? What if
yeah,
they
Facebook.
Oh,
For
so
people
ridiculous.
who are at that age.
What if that is like they go on dating apps and they meet people and just eat
Yeah.
them?
Or it's like you're looking
That's
at your
happened
phone
to me.
and everybody's looking at the same like
Right.
post, and that post has some sort of like subliminal
A message.
hypnotic kind of message.
Oh.
And it says destroy the shopping mall, and then like 1,000 people go and just fuck it up, and they have no idea why they're doing it.
Ooh,
You
that's a
But
good
they're like
one.
zombies to this app.
Right.
And it's almost like that Star Trek episode, The Game, where they try to convince other people to
yeah.
download the app.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you got to download this
gotta-
app. It's
you gotta
amazing.
do it.
It makes you come a little bit. So that's how it
It releases endorphins.
right. It makes you come a little bit. So when you watch it, you're like, oh. And then so you keep watching it, and then it tells you to go do something.
Okay, I don't want that.
Rachel's confused because she hasn't seen that episode.
You got to watch that
But it's a good
episode. It's a great episode.
Okay, I'll check it out
Yeah.
for sure.
You won't, but
A
that's
very
okay.
young
Thank you for
Winona,
lying.
a very young Winona Ryder's in it.
Very
I
young.
might,
Very
I
young.
might check it out. I mean, you
okay.
never know. I got a whole list of shit though. I
No,
gotta
no,
check
not
out.
Winona Ryder. Winona Judd. No, Ashley Judd. Ashley Judd.
Ashley, yeah.
Ashley Judd, a very young Ashley Judd, looking very racially ambiguous. She's very swarthy looking in that episode.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That might be
It's
worth
good.
checking it
But
out.
actually, yeah, that'd be a good zombie lookout. If you
Yeah.
guys steal that, we will copyright you.
Word.
We
Like-
will take money
Everything's
from that.
copyright, trademarked, whatever. Try it.
Or put us in the fucking movie.
I am from the
Or put us
generation.
in the movie.
I mean,
Give us talking parts.
Tell Theon Zombie is gonna be a titty zombie.
Titties.
no, maybe he can just. Then maybe he'll just be off to the side, maybe like an Easter egg. And if you
And he's
catch him
just
in the back and
groping.
he's like staring at tits or trying to grope tits, that's like the secret Easter egg. Look, I'm writing the whole fucking film for
No,
you people.
I'm
Like
not-
you're gonna owe me some money.
I'm not just just groping them. I'm asking for
Oh,
consent
you're-
at every
oh,
step of the
okay,
way.
okay, my
Like,
bad.
I'm not a monster. I'm just a zombie. Is this
Oh, my bad.
Wow, that's the direct quote. That's what he's gonna say.
I'm not a monster, I'm just a
I'm just a
zombie.
zombie.
is this cool? Are you having a good time?
No, I'm not. You got your dead flesh
so
hands on
weird.
me.
That's freaky.
After they like other people's DNA is no. I'm not having a good time.
I'm sorry. I'm a very considerate zombie.
Oh.
I'm a
Love
zombie
that.
that cares.
This I'm not
Love
trying to
that
be
for
mean,
you.
but this sounds like an awful movie.
Well,
why I
that's
watch
why
a
Theon's
zombie
gonna be in
movie.
the background.
I'm in the back.
Exactly.
And we'll just be running. We'll
It's gotta
slow
be
running.
zombie.
I was
that
gonna say
shows
we're
up.
not running. We're gonna be doing a fast-paced walk.
We'll just be the
Mall
zombies.
walking.
Like when like the zombies first come, like there's the first horde that like kills the people, and then we're gonna be the ones that come and just run and fall down and start eating after they do that. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's my time. That's my kind of zombie. I'm a lazy zombie.
Me too.
There's this zombie
You
that
kill for
comes
me.
over every night and watches like 4 episodes of Gilmore Girls with me, and then he asks me to see my titties, and I'm like no, and then he just leaves. But I mean, he's kind of
so
nice.
nice.
He writes poetry.
He's so good.
You'll
What?
be
You
the-
can write poetry as a zombie?
All
I got a lot of
now
time on my
this
hands.
is going. You are a
You are
zombie.
going
Your
left.
brain. Your
I got a lot of
brain.
time on my
How are you
hands.
gonna
No,
I'm
because you
a-
got titties on your hands. Anyway, that's what the name of the movie is. Titties on my hands.
That's my kind of movie.
Okay, that's copyrighted too. Just so you guys know.
So this has been Evolution of a Zombie through the movies. Let us know if we missed any zombie traits. I try to go through. I mean, they all kind of go off the same
Yeah.
basis.
Yeah.
Every once in a while,
George
movie
Romero
changes
kind of
something.
like
Yeah,
he like
it's the
stamped
base.
the basis for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now we need something new, or let us
Zombies
know what the
giving birth to vampires,
What?
and humans are almost extinct. Yep.
Aliens.
aliens come
Throw
down
all
from the
that
sky.
shit in.
And then
Yep.
Freddy Krueger like gets you in your dreams.
And,
the Predator's
man,
there.
what?
and Michael Myers is thrown in the mix with the zombies too.
Might as well.
And Vin Diesel is there. And he drives a Camaro.
Well, then we all know what's happening.
Pitch
This
Black
movie is
Vin
going
Diesel?
downhill.
It's Fast and the Furious in space.
I'm out. I'm done. We gotta wrap this. This is getting awful. This sounds actually like something out. That's coming out next year, I think.
Tyrese and Ludacris.
They're gonna add
are
the
in it.
Space Force in there.
Well, might as well. Shit, they've done so many.
I mean, at
Who's
this
even
point,
watching it?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
one is.
Freaking A.
Stop making them.
Kevin Hart's in it. The Rock's in it. Looking like a bag of peanuts.
And everyone has like 5 lines all together that are just awful, and you don't really understand what's happening. But there's lots of explosions. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
wait, we've already
Every
seen that
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
So next week will be Respectfully No. We'll see what Theon and Rachel.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you and Theon should argue, and I'm moderating this time. Esther didn't quit. We broke the curse right
Me
now.
and Esther just end up agreeing with one another.
Yeah.
Like if there's
Fine.
something.
I
we
will
come
never
to
agree
a
with
we
you.
come to a middle ground. Well, that's because
All right.
we're
Yes.
together. So
Yeah,
we,
and
we
Esther
know.
will say something. I was like, you know what, you're right, and then I'll just agree with it.
Okay.
Or like
well,
I'll say something. She's like, yeah, I get it.
But I say something, you're like, no, you're wrong, Rachel, for 15 different things. Which, no, I'm not. All right. I don't know what we're arguing. We're going to figure out something. Or
figure
send
it
us a
out.
suggestion.
Yeah, let us know. So we'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye. Titties.